So we had Mike Pompeo to the list of top Trump folks and Republicans in general saying, you know, it's better to talk than not talk. It's better to be nice to someone than not be nice to someone. To former CIA station chief Scott Uehlinger on all of this. He has experience in dealing with Russian intel officials, so we'll get his read. Scott, what do you think of what he is saying? Whatever you might think of how the president performed with Vladimir Putin, and we don't know what was going on behind the scenes, better that they're together and better that they're talking about getting together again than not.
Yeah, that's certainly true. And I think we need to look at the entire picture. And what we're seeing now with today's discussions at the United Nations, Pompeo's speech tomorrow about Iran as well, is that we have a U.S. foreign policy that's more unified and coherent than it has been in a very long time. And I believe that Putin sees this as well. And I believe he's starting to perceive the United States as being more and more the strong horse in the world. That's very important for a pragmatic and opportunistic guy such as Putin. He is seeing that the strength is now with the United States and the momentum is with the United States. And I believe that will add to the odds of success at the forthcoming summit in Washington.
Do you think this effort, I think largely in the Senate, to set up sanctions ahead of time if the Russians were to get themselves involved in another U.S. election, is the way to go? Because the president hasn't endorsed this. It doesn't really have any teeth in it right now. It doesn't address what we already know they were doing in 2016. So it looks a little impotent, but your thoughts?
It may be appropriate. If they can find solid intel to support that, that may be appropriate. Remember, we went into North Korean negotiations with sanctions levied against North Korea.
True.
And so it would not be inappropriate to do the same. When they met in Helsinki,
but they were already in place,
sanctions.
Right? Weren't they already
right.
in place, Scott? I mean,
exactly.
This is something that the Senate is contemplating in addition to, and something the president has not apparently come out in favor of. But he hasn't rejected it, but radio silence.
Right. I think that that's something that should be looked at and may be appropriate. I believe right after the Helsinki summit, Russia was conducting some very high-profile weapons tests. So this is another negotiating ploy or diplomatic ploy that the Russians are doing right now, and so it may be appropriate for us to do the same thing.
Scott, real quickly, the North Korea situation, both, Nikki Haley, Michael Pompeo seem to be saying, look, the gangster thing notwithstanding that we were criticized for being with North Korea, it was really leveled at Michael Pompeo in his last visit. We expect a timetable for doing the things you promised to do, and you haven't done it, which feeds this argument that maybe the North Koreans just might not do it. What do you think?
It is possible they won't do it. However, just as important is the message that is being sent out to the world at large. Iran is certainly taking notice of this, as is Putin. So U.S. strength on these matters is always a good thing, because even if North Korean negotiations are unsuccessful, Putin will once again see that the United States has a coherent foreign policy and is willing to, speak the tough words and do the diplomacy necessary to get the job done, which will ensure increased success on a broad front with a variety of nations.
Scott Uehlinger, real good to see you. Thank you for taking the time.
Thanks.